Papa left one more bag out there. It's got your meow mix in it. You know, your favorite food. Go grab it out of the car, okay? Papa's got these two. That's pretty much it. Just grab that other meow mix, Gracie, okay? And we'll be done on here on Thanksgiving Day Eve. Yeah. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags from my favorite superfoods, locally owned and operated. Yeah, well, hey, there you go, Gracie. You drug that bag in with your stuff in it. That's so nice of you. Oh, well, hello, friends and family. So glad to see you again here on Thanksgiving Day Eve. Hey, if you'll close the trunk up and lock up the car, come on in, take a seat, grab a cold drink and a snack, and let me show you what we got. Yeah, we went to Superfoods today on Thanksgiving Day Eve. So in case you're interested, I'll just show you what little bit we picked up. It ain't much, but it'll round out our Thanksgiving Day feast. So there you have it. It doesn't look like much, does it? And it's not. I mean, I just went to grab a few things to fill in the gaps, and I hadn't bought a turkey or anything for my protein for our Thanksgiving Day feast. I really didn't know what we were going to do. In fact, my first thought was, well, all the turkeys I had found were rather huge. You know, they were 15, 16, 20. I even saw some nearly 30-pound turkeys. And that's way too much for one little old man and his Kitty Krew. Yeah, of course we could freeze it. We could do a lot of things, but that was just way too much. So I've been holding off. And today probably wasn't the best day, it being Thanksgiving Day Eve, to go out and be trying to grab a few things because the stores were packed. Even Superfoods here on my side of the river in East Tallahassee. But let me show you what we got. We got a receipt right here. You can plainly see right there. So the first thing that we got was in this can. They threw some cans in on it and it got bent, but it'll be consumed tonight because I've showed y'all what we normally do on Christmas Eve night. We kids would make up these little hors d'oeuvres with Vienna sausages, black olives, green olives, and cube cheese. And they push them all up on a toothpick. And they thought that was just great. And they still make them to this day. So yeah, that's part of it. So those were 79 cents a can. So I picked up 4. Then I wanted some Duke's mayonnaise, but Superfoods was slap out. And I tried the Sawyer Foods brand, which is actually the same company that makes Duke's. And it's rather tasty too. It's not exactly like Duke's. Let me get it out of the fridge and show it to you. So right here is the Sawyer's real mayonnaise. Rich and creamy mayonnaise with mild homemade taste. And I will say this is a good mayo. And I bought it because it was cheaper than the Duke's last time I went. But this had gone up. This was $5.30 today. Where the blue plate right there, right here, was $4.50. Then what we got was some cheeses. We got the Borden Gouda cheese, $2.49 for 8 ounces. I love Gouda. We got us some Dutch Farms pepper jack cheese, 8 ounces, right there for $2.09. And then we got the Food Club Colby Jack, another 8-ounce block for $1.90. And another tradition we had before on Thanksgiving Eve and Christmas Eve, not only would we make up our redneck hors d'oeuvres, as I've showed you before, but we'd also do a simple charcuterie board with cheeses, certain meats, and celery sticks, carrot sticks, black olives, green olives, and what have you. So, you know, the Kitty Krews, every once in a while they like their cheese, so we got that too. And then we got this here Clifty country ham, and this is pieces for seasoning. And I use it to season beans and peas, and also fry it up in the mornings to go with my eggs, as well as to make ham, egg, and cheese biscuits. And that's really good. And that was, oh, what did they say? $2.63 for 12 ounces. I didn't think that was too bad. We picked up a can of cream of mushroom right there, Food Club brand, for 97 cents. And then we got the Food Club red pitted olives, large. Here again, this goes on the, charcuterie finger food board, or platter, as we called it, that I'd let the kids make up. And that run me $1.63. The garlic there for two heads ran me $1.20. And then, of course, Gracie's food, which I think she brought in. Let's check. Yep. Well, thank you, Gracie. I see you brought in your bag. That was so nice of you. You want some? Well, since you've been helping out in the kitchen, I remembered to get your special treat food. Yeah. Yep, Gracie helps out in the kitchen. And occasionally, when she's asleep, I treat the Kitty Krew. Yep, and we had to pick up a little bit of parquet, plant butter. Yeah, it says made with real milk. It's margarine. They probably just set, milk beside it anymore these days. And for 13-ounce tub, that was $2.40. The fried, very young sweet peas. I was going to get those fancy LeSueur, since, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. And we were going to go fancy, but I seen these Pride. And Pride's a good brand. And they have the small peas very young. And I thought, well, they'll do just fine. That I'm sure. Because they were only $1.33 a can. Where the LeSueur was $1.47. And of course we got us some whole milk over there. That run us $2.75. That's went up since the last time I bought it. Back in November the 7th, when it was $2.56. Now I did get some bargains too. And I didn't mean to. I didn't look at my receipt before I left. This doesn't happen very often. In fact, I got charged way above for something last time I went to Superfoods, but now, looking at the receipt, this here Food Club chicken broth's not on there, but I do know it was $1.33 as well. Yes, it was. The carrots is also missing off the receipt, but they were $1.09 for this 1 pound bag of fresh carrots. This was the only type of non-baby carrots that they had today. No 2 pound bags, no other ones. Just these Xanagees. And I'm not sure where they're from. Whatever. Oh, it says right down here. They're from our fine friends south of the border, Mexico. Imagine that. And that'll be just fine. Didn't cost me a dime. So then, after looking for turkeys all around, and turkeys were either way too large this week or couldn't be found, I had one Cornish game hen in my freezer. And I thought, I'll pick up another one. And me and the Kitty Krew could just have a couple of Cornish hens. I was going to get a whole chicken, to be honest, but they were all wiped out. In fact, the whole chicken section, pretty much Superfoods, was devastated. A few packs of chicken thighs left, chicken wings, the big packs. They had some chicken tenders, some of those chicken fillets, and what have you. Not very much chicken. Plenty of beef, plenty of pork, but the chicken was almost gone. But then right before I left, I was coming on down the aisle, and I saw these festive basted turkey breasts with gravy packet. And this is what, I've done before. A turkey breast. It's a real bone-in breast. See, with ribs and back portion, wing portion, and neck skin. Right there. And I saw it and I thought, well, that's exactly what I wanted. But hey, I already had the Cornish hen in there. So I went ahead and kept it. Because I've got one in the freezer. I can plan a meal later on for me and the Kitty Krew. Now that we got two. So, the chicken breast was $2.11 a pound. 3.85 pounds. For a total price of $8.12. And for just me and the Kitty Krew, yeah, that's a little pricey. But that's just right. And the Cornish game hen was $4.55. And I learned something as I was looking at the 6 Cornish game hens left. Yeah, poultry was really slim at Superfoods today, as you can imagine. These come in all kinds of different sizes. From ones not even quite the palm of my hand to this nice chunky looking one here. And Cornish game hens are all priced each, not by weight. So always get out the biggest ones that you can find. And then of course the last thing we had, picked up a couple of those store brand Sure Fine sandwich white enriched bread for $1.72. So I actually made out a good deal. I got the carrots and I got the broth free. That, my friends, rarely ever happens to me. And of course, we got plenty of red ripe tomatoes still coming out of the garden every day. There's more in the dining room, ripening up as we speak. So there's my little tiny Thanksgiving Eve haul. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you'll tell me what your prices are in your area. Do you ever run out on Thanksgiving Day Eve because you forgot some things? Or you just wanted some things to round it all out? Well, I always have. Even though I say I never will again. So, just to let y'all know, there's the receipt, and the total price before tax was $54.51. And yes, we have to pay tax on our food here, which is sad, which made the total come out to be $64.27. Yes, it did. There you have it. And that's all we're going to have with what we already had on hand for our little Thanksgiving Day feast here in the deep south of Alabama, my little piece of paradise. Gracie, I appreciate you bringing in that meow mix. As soon as I get this refrigerated stuff up, I'll break you one open for being a good helper, okay? Happy Thanksgiving, Gracie. Oh, y'all, I do hope wherever you are in this great nation of ours, and for that matter, anywhere else, in your great countries too, all around the world. I know many of you don't celebrate Thanksgiving like we do in the US of A. Maybe you should start too, because we all, no matter what our life situation is, always have something to be thankful for. So hey, until I, Gracie, the Kitty Krew, you know them all, Cleo, Speedy, Spooky, sometimes Heathcliff, and Major Fluffy Muffin too. See ya on that next video and episode of Mr. Tom's Neighborhood. Y'all take care. Stay safe, and may God bless you all as you bless those in your lives. And that's especially important during the holidays. Do what you can with what you got. And always appreciate your life, whether you have a little or a lot. Goodbye for now. Well, Gracie, you know, putting up groceries anymore ain't a hard task. ain't too much anymore. But we're getting through life. And we're enjoying it too. We'll have a fine Thanksgiving Day feast tomorrow, I'm sure. Oh, happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Later. Okay, Gracie, let me get your mail mixed and break you out one, okay? You're patiently waiting.